Long ago, in the heart of West Africa, there lay a village surrounded by thick forests, tall baobab trees, and a winding river that glittered like a silver snake under the moonlight. This village was called Arodan, a name whispered with reverence across neighboring lands because of its prosperity and peace. The people of Arodan were farmers, hunters and weavers. By day, their laughter carried across the fields as they worked the soil, and by night, drums echoed in celebration under the stars. The village square was always alive with children running barefoot, elders telling stories, and lovers stealing glances when they thought no one was looking. But above all, the villagers held one belief sacred: life was sustained by balance. They worshiped the gods of the river, the sky, the forest, and the earth. Every season, sacrifices were made to keep harmony between the spirit world and the living. Among the villagers lived a priestess named Iana, a woman as old as the river itself, with eyes clouded by age, but still sharp with knowing. She often warned, when the balance is broken, even time can fall asleep. Few took her words seriously, for the people of Arodan lived without fear. That is, until the night the balance shattered. It began on the eve of the harvest festival, when the moon hung low and red like an omen. The villagers had gathered in the square, pounding drums, roasting yams, and dancing in gratitude to the gods. But somewhere in the forest, unseen, a mistake had been made. A group of hunters, eager to boast their bravery, had killed a sacred white antelope, an animal forbidden to touch by human hands. They dragged it into the village as a prize, laughter filling the air. The priestess Iana's face went pale when she saw the carcass. She raised her staff and shouted, "You have offended the spirits. This night will not end as you expect." But her cries were drowned by the beat of drums and the villagers' cheers. At midnight, just as the moon reached its highest, the first to fall asleep was a child. Little Kemi, who had been dancing near the fire, yawned and lay on the ground as if overcome by sudden exhaustion. Her mother laughed at first, thinking she was tired. But then, one by one, others began to collapse. A young man dropped his drum mid-beat. Women fell with baskets still on their heads. Elders slumped where they sat, mouths half open in prayer. Confusion turned to panic until even those who tried to sleepers were, themselves swallowed by a strange drowsiness. Eyelids grew heavy, limbs gave way, and soon the entire village of Arodan, every man, woman, and child, lay still upon the earth, lost in a slumber so deep that not even the cries of night birds could stir them. By dawn, the village was silent. Fires had burned out. Pots of yam stew sat untouched. The river flowed as it always did, but not a single soul stirred. The village had fallen asleep, and they would not wake for 7 long years.